Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to the Elite Dangerous 2.2 beta server. And here we are in the Beluga once again. And what are we going to be doing? Well, if the title of the video wasn't obvious enough, we're going to go and modify this thing up. The main issue in this beta, though, is that whereas last beta we could actually go and get every single modification from one engineer, this time around we still have to go flying around all the different places in order to go and get all the modifications we want. So we're not going to be modifying everything on the ship. We're just going to be modifying what we think is particularly necessary. I've already gone and modified a little bit on the ship. One item, I've got to modify the life support with Laurie Jameson, so we've got that the lightest it will possibly go. So let's get in. Let's have a look over. And as you can see, my jump range is over 22 light years. It actually goes up to around about 22.6 light years, all but the kicking and screaming, but we do have 32 tons of cargo on board. Because what we're going to be doing is getting some modifications done, and we needed fish, and that's what we've gone and loaded up on. Now, we've got up to the grade 5 on the frame shift drives. We've also got the shields and the engines. So basically, we're just going to go and modify for better performance, see if we can get a little bit of a weight reduction out of it and increase the jump range and just see how far we can actually get the jump range on this ship. So let's go. I mean, what we want is increased FSD range. So preview outcome. Now obviously with this one, with increased frame shift drive range, the mass of the drive is going to go up unless we get some seriously good rolls on the secondary effects. We're also going to be losing integrity, gaining power draw, but the optimized mass is going to be going up quite drastically. So let's go and give this a roll and see what we actually get from it. So that's not the perfect, but that's actually quite nice. 42% better optimized mass. Thermal load and power draw are changing, but these are the kind of secondary effects that we're not all that interested in. So what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go roll on this a few more times until I can get virtually the best roll I can conceivably get, really. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so this seems like the best roll that we're going to be getting. We have gained some mass, but it's by no means the worst it could possibly be. And we do have virtually the maxed out optimized mass. I mean, we're only a couple of percent off being absolute maximum. Now, I've emptied the cargo hold, and as you can see, our jump range is actually 22.52 light years. The maximum we can get, if we're low on fuel, is 22.81 light years. So, not that much of a difference between the two, but it's still good. So let's go and apply this and see exactly what we end up getting. Holy crud! 32.89 light years, or 33.31 with lower fuel. So that has really gone and extended the space legs of the Beluga. I'm suitably impressed. So what I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to go and modify the engines and the fuel generators, but we need to go and grab some more fish first. So the next one we are going to go and work on is the shields, and I think it's enhanced low power because it's lower power draw. The optimal hull mass goes down, but the mass of the actual drives goes down. So potentially this can get us a better jump range. So let's go and just see how well we can get this going. So let's go and generate the first one and just see how everything falls. Yeah, we definitely don't want that one. So we're going to have to go... Oh, definitely not. Wow, that one was criminal. But let's go and roll a few more times. Now, you know what? I think we're actually going to go for this one. The mass isn't the best, but the optimal hull strength is, as is the power draw, And we've even managed to go and upgrade on the optimal hull mass thanks to a really, really nice secondary effect here. So instead of it actually getting worse, it's actually getting better. By about 1%, but it's still good, and the mass has actually gone down as well. So we've still got fish on board again, so we're at 32.28. So let's go and apply that. Okay, so 32.28 is gone for 32.3. So it's a small increase, but at least it's something. And it's gone and reduced our overall power output. So next we're going to go and have a look at thrusters. Now here we can only go up to grade 2. And I'm really not sure which one we want to go for. I mean, this is going to increase the thermal load. The optimal multiplier is going to be going up. Power draw will be up. Integrity will be most likely going down. And the optimal mass will most likely be going down. What is it for the clean drive tuning? Now this seems to be affecting the optimal mass a lot less. So let's try that again. Optimal mass between 6 and 1 minus, and clean between 1 and 4. I think this is the one we're going to be going for. So let's go and give it a roll and just see what we get out of this. So optimal multiplier, let's see if we get a good one. It's not too bad. Thermal load. Now, if only we could go and get an optimal mass up that puts it over into the blue. That would be insane. Ah, optimal mass goes down. Damn you, secondary effects. You're cursing me again. So I'm going to go and roll a few more times. So see you in a minute. You know what? I think we're going to go for this one. Because we seem to have gotten an absolutely insane secondary effect on our optimal mass. Our optimal mass has gone up. Our thermal load's gotten better, as our optimal multiplier. We've just lost a little bit of integrity and gained a bit of power draw. So this is a really, really good little thing here. So what's the optimal mass? We've gone up by 3%. So let's go and nearly apply that. So we've got up to 32.63. So what's that going to go and actually go to? So it's 32.63 and we go right to 32.59. Huh? I'm confused. Oh well, maybe I didn't spot something on the secondaries. Maybe the secondaries have put the mass up or whatever. But either way, the ship has now got a much better power to weight ratio, really. So at the very least, we're going to be flying around and finding it's a bit more easy to go around. Now, we've got these shields. We have enhanced low power shields, so that's not bad. And let's actually go and get rid of the cargo. We've got 13 tons left, so let's go and dump that. Go back over here. So now our jump range is 32.86 light years. That's really not bad at all. And if we have a look at our modules, we've modified the thrusters, the shield generators, the frame shift drive, and life support. I think that's everything. Yes, it is. I mean, we could go and modify things like the fuel scoops, the lasers, and so on. Even the shield boosters, I suspect. And just make them all a lot lighter. Not necessarily the fuel scoop, that would just be either heavier or a higher power draw. But everything seems to be really nice. I mean, we could modify a lot more on this. But like I said, I have to fly around going to all the individual engineers to do this, and I really don't have the time to do that now. So let's go and launch, get out into Super Cruise, or at least into orbit, and go and see how well this thing actually moves with grade 2 clean drive tunings. Alrighty, so here we are back out in the deep black. Well, not quite so deep, but we're in the black anyway. So what we're going to go and check is just see how well, with at least just grade 2 clean drive tunings, how well this thing actually accelerates now. Now, honestly, I'm not feeling that much of a difference, but the main reason we did this anyway was just to get a little bit more power. So let's go slow down to the optimal turning, and go and see how well this thing pitches now. Now, again, I am surprised at just how nimble this ship really is. And let's not forget that this ship has actually got only rating D thrusters. So that's kind of good. And let's go and see what its boost speed is. So that's 301. Let's go and see what we can get. 305, 6. Can we do any better? No, looks like 306 is our max at this particular modification range. But one last thing I want to go and try is just to go drop in to the nav beacon and just go and see how this ship kind of handles itself out there. Well, we've gone and found ourselves a wanted target, and this does feel a little bit weird. Going to be attempting to take this guy out with nothing but our turreted beams. Now let's go and just see how well that works. I'm curious now, what have I actually got my turret set to? Target only. Okay. So, let's just go and see how well this works. So we've got a bunch of beam lasers on the guy. Let's just go and... It's taking his shields down.
Target shields offline. Warning, temperature critical.
But our temperature is going up. And it's... Our power distributor's really not handling this as well as it could be. So let's just do it so that the top two are firing on him. So at the very least we can go and build up a little bit of weapon charge. So these seem like they are going to be okay enough to go and defend ourselves, but nothing more than that really. Obviously, we're not going to be going out bounty hunting in this ship. Oh, there we go. We did take him down. And even with our D-rated shields, they didn't go down. But it was just one enemy who was only competent. So, yeah. That was kind of interesting. And it was really weird trying to get this thing to actually fire all its weapons on the target at the same time, despite these weapons being turreted. Just because of the awkward placement of said weapons. But anyway guys, I think that's going to be enough for this video. I think we've had enough of mucking about in this ship. So anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those are good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you guys have been epic, I will see you soon. And until next time, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.